Howdy folks, it's rjhelms here with episode 8 of Let's Play OpenTTD with the FIRS industry set. In the last episode we finally got our food production line going by hooking up these farms, these two farms which have produced livestock up to the stockyard, giving us some actual meaningful capacity, and then getting food trains from the stockyard going into Stockholm. And that's working pretty well for us. We also spent some time making this junction into a ludicrous monstrosity, which has higher capacity than it had before, but still is pretty ugly. So this episode, the first thing I want to focus on is actually improving the junctions properly. I'm going to start with these two four-ways, this one here and this one down here, and then kind of keep an eye out for bottlenecks. And what I can do is turn some of these line merges. That's most of the other things that are disastrous. Like this one is fine. It's a little bit sprawly, but it is certainly big enough, or smooth enough, and this is a proper line merge, as is this one. But there's a lot of other ones like here, and all these guys, you know, where just a station spurs off the main line. This one here, where we can do better, but once again, I don't want to necessarily optimize prematurely. So it's going to be a matter of seeing where bottlenecks actually are. I feel like this is certainly going to be one. So I'm going to start with this guy here, and work on making it a more better junction. First thing I'm going to just start is actually pull back all of our signals, both in and out. This will slow down the capacity somewhat substantially. I want to eliminate these signals, this one and this one, but I'll wait for trains to clear before I do that. This is just to give me some more room to work. This one also I would want to remove, but I missed my chance. So the junction I'm going to go for is, in this case, I kind of spent some time thinking about which one I wanted. So you can go away now. There's a bunch of different ones, but I'm going to go for here is a roundabout junction, or a modification of the roundabout junction using path signal, because that's actually got a fair deal higher capacity than just the straightforward roundabout. And I'll kind of show that as I build it. I just want to see this guy go through whenever he gets his chance, which might take a while. There you go. So that junction that signal can go away. And the first thing I want to do is just build an alternate version of this line here that just goes down straight for a while. Just like that. And this can merge up here with this one. Take out the signals that are going to obstruct some things. This I'm not too worried about doing terribly nicely, because of course once everything's done, I'm going to pull this back one or two signals and make you a path signal. And over on this side as well, actually I'm going to pull this back one or two. And then eventually this will go away. Right now it can't because it's not fully hooked up. Maybe it could. No, it couldn't because there's not the opportunity to turn here. Oh, and I feel like that one's not quite far enough back, but we'll deal with it. Now what I want to do here is measure out a length of 8 tiles. Because my trains are 7 tiles long, I need 8 tiles for a space for trains to sit in the roundabout. Because my roundabout is going to be sitting here like this. Yeah, so you actually need to be pulled all the way back here for your path signal. And once this one's clear of that, I'll remove this path signal. Try to remove anything that's still, any signals that are still sitting inside this roundabout. Perfect. You can actually see they're starting to do this, so it can go around. I want this gone. And there's one final thing to do, which is actually to make this stuff into a bridge over that one. So I can actually put in a couple more signals in a few places here. Oh, I want to be in remove mode. And now, because these are 8 signals long, trains that are just going straight can actually wait inside this roundabout. You'll see here, once this guy goes through, even if it has to wait here, it's no longer blocking a train that's doing anything else in the roundabout. And so with that done, I can remove this last little bit of silliness. Now make sure you guys are all just path signals. And close in any signal gaps here. As you can see here, this isn't really perfect. I just want to make sure I've got some of these things signal kind of as tightly as possible. Even though that means potentially having some duplication of signals here. Just things when they're waiting are waiting as close as they can. Yeah, so this isn't like a kind of a beautifully optimized station, but it is good enough. If you just fast forward for a minute, you'll see it does have much higher capacity than the one before did, in particular because trains going straight don't necessarily block trains turning, and if things are too bad, a train actually can, like one here can do this to go through, so the only thing is that trains that are making left turns tied up for a long time. There's potentially improvements to that, but I'm not going to stress about it, because yeah, this is already much, much better than what it looked like before. And once again, there are much better stations that I can build, or better junctions that I can build in this, but this is just quick, easy, and it kind of makes sure things are square, and I've got the space reserved if I was interested in improving this intersection in the future, which I most certainly will be. Actually, I'm missing one thing here, which is a problem. I'm missing that. I hope that didn't send any trains on ludicrous routes, but it may have. Let's just give this one more check, because I need to make sure that at every one of these junctions the thing can just go through, or come on, or off. And it looks like it can. Yes, this guy, because it's making this left turn, can't enter this roundabout until this train's clear of here, and nothing else is chosen to enter. So, trains going straight basically de facto with priority of trains turning, which isn't always perfect, but we'll deal with that if we need to in the future. So here I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make this junction be here, and I've even got this bridge here already. So I just want to do the same sort of trick. Is this guy not signaled at all? No, it's not. Okay, so I want you to be signaled. So I'm actually going to blow some money because I've got a lot of money on doing this. On leveling this out like that. Nope, go away, I don't want a dump truck. Once again, let's remove some superfluous signals. Put in the signals that we need to make this work. Wait, is this actually going that way? Yeah. Alright, that doesn't matter. I'm not worried about making this pretty. So the same thing here, I want to start removing signals from inside these junctions that I don't necessarily need. So you can be a path signal for now, but once that string's clear of it, I want you to go away. I actually want this to go away as well. Here I'm going to remove these signals here so that the block is all the way back to there. If you're going away, I'll put you way back farther than you need to be. Okay, I think I'm ready to get started here. So let's just, once I've got this bridge here already, which makes this nice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's actually already at the right place. No, it's one too far ahead. You need to be here. Okay, but these guys can be removed because they are superfluous. You need to be converted back to here, and you can go away. I'm just going to start removing some of this mess. This guy's no longer necessary. Actually, I'll start from here. I'm going to remove this after here, so while this train's waiting, nothing new can come into it. And now if I just make sure my signal's all fixed up. In the places where I've got strange gaps. Or as the case may be, superfluous path signals. And then finally the path signals inside of this junction. 5, 6, 7. Just make sure that's long enough for a train to sit inside. And I realize I've been using regular railroad, not electrified railroad, this whole time. So just a quick upgrade or two. And we should be in business. That looks and feels a lot better than the mess I had before. Yeah, this whole system does favor right turns instead of left turns. You're going to SKHV. Where's that? And where are you? Oh, it's all the way up here, of course. Alright, and you are gung-ho, so let's take a look at what our capacities are like. Oh, all cargoes. Available waiting cargo. Farm supplies and livestock. Okay, cool. So a new livestock train seems like a thing that makes a lot of sense. I'm not going to build another oil train just yet, because I think the effects of improving this junction have not yet quite been seen. But here, I think I will build more bauxite trains, at least for this new station, because it's only got one. How much bauxite do you actually carry? 440? Yeah, so I'll build you one more. But this one I won't, because it's only going to have 6 tons left. Well, 58 because it had to take a production, but that's okay. Alright. Goods, yes, you have less than this train's going to pick up. Yep, so that's working perfectly, and then everything else seems to be working right. Is this anything silly happening here? Yes. I'm wondering, oh yes, it's hard to see, but I feel like I've actually got a passenger station there? Yeah, this thing accepts buses, which doesn't make any sense. Here, yeah. There we go. That explains some of this. I'm gonna have you go ahead just to clear out. I'm going to start doubling this up actually the way this one is. So I'm going to shorten these down to 4 because there was no need for them to be 5 in the same place, in the first place. 4, that's right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th. And then as these clear out, I'll start fixing this up. This is exactly what I want to avoid, right? Where one that's that's doing the drop off is waiting behind one that's picking up. Okay, and then you can get deleted. Right, and you can run straight across. Okay, and I made a mistake here. This should... I need to use Control-click to place it, to make it part of SKHM. And that is nice and capacious. There's no reason for a train to reserve an occupied platform now in this case. But it's still doing that for some reason. Oh, but it's at quadruple, so it's working. Sometimes the pathfinding for road vehicles is a little strange in this game. I haven't quite figured out all the quirks of it. Like, that all makes sense. Alright, let's keep an eye out for bottlenecks. I mean, it's still these four-way junctions. This is a problem here, right? So, wait, SKH no longer accepts goods? Are you serious? Why not? The acceptance range of goods moved back 2 tiles, it seems like. I don't know why that's happening. Well, that's going to get exciting. Because these trains are going to start coming back full of goods. Okay, but let's fix up this junction first. It's not so complicated. We've done this before. Basically, what I need to do is have this come off that way. Like so. And come in back here. That actually works perfectly. And then behind this, I'm actually going to remove this. You'll be a regular signal. I'm going to pull all the way back to here where you will be a path signal. No, not no signal, a path signal. And once again here, I don't actually need a path signal properly because this is just a merge now. Oh, no, I got a signal there. Okay, perfect, and that's how that should look. Now trains going up this way won't hold up this line. The whole thing will kind of wait more efficiently. And this guy's profit, that's okay. You're still quadruple, though it looks like you had dropped. You're still not accepting goods. That's really, really annoying. Yep, you're going back full of goods. I mean, I could cheese it. By building one here. Just like, oh, the local authority refuses to allow it. Never mind, I couldn't do that. Oh, well, it's good, so I can do it now. And now this accepts goods. But the moral of the story here, I think, is that diversifying my passenger connections is the next way to go. How big is Vienna? So basically what this is telling me is I need a new town, both to take the goods to, and to get some passenger connection to keep my station ratings up in the towns. So let's look at this map and find something tempting. Vienna's not so bad. Saint Pierre. What about La Paz? No, it's tiny. Actually, I really like Saint Pierre over here. It opens up a lot of possibilities, actually. And I can just bring this network way out. Let's do that. But you know what? I'm actually going to do that in the next episode. This is a little bit short. Let's just take one more look at what we've got capacity-wise. Lots and lots of more livestock here, so another one of these trains is in order. Sorry, another one of these trains is in order. Goods I'm not worried about because that's gonna sort itself out. These trains should be coming back empty on the next run. Chemicals and petrol. I mean, I've got... Is it only SKHE? That takes gasoline? It seems like it. I'm skeptical of the need to build a... Oh, there's my cat. Of the need to build a 5th train, but let's do it. And food is the exact same situation, right? It was because temporarily not accepting them. Actually, I've only got 1 train, so... You know what? I will build a 2nd. And what about this metal here? What's going on with that? Where does the metal go to? VNAW. I'm curious, because I'm just going to feel like... I've got another station that accepts metal, but I'm probably making that up. Yeah, SKHE accepts metal, so if I've got a surplus of metal to this magnitude, which I do, I'm going to make a new group, which is metal DNGV to SK... What's it called? SKHE. Clone one of these, but you're going to go into this group. And you're going to go to SKHE. Kitty. And I think that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, like I said, we're going to connect a passenger town up, another town up for passenger service. And do you have a fishing harbor? Oh, yes, you do. So I can actually get a lot of this fun stuff going on, because I can take these fishy bits to the fishing harbor and then have another source of food. So that'll be a pretty cool thing to play with. But we'll deal with that in the next episode. First things first, just going to be extend this line up all the way down, kind of jog over to here and and build a Roro off it for the Saint Pierre station. So that'll be fun to play with, but that's next time. So until then, this has been OpenTTD FIRS. I've been rjhelms. So thanks so much for watching. As always, please leave any feedback if you have any comments, any suggestions, anything you'd like to see either in this series or other things on my channel. Any feedback is welcome. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more things like this, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.